Hey gang, this is Harry. Hope you're doing well. In the previous version, I used a random integer math quote to select an image. This time I'll be using a list picker, just adding a few more interesting items. First, you need a horizontal arrangement. I grabbed that screen arrangement file. Then I grabbed a button. I dragged that over. I grabbed the clock, dragged that one over, and this time I grabbed the list picker and I dragged that over. Now the horizontal image I did center, and the button I selected an image. I also have more images to work with. Those will be important later. I took out the text. Next, I took the list picker. I made images for buttons just to know what it's used for. I also, under visible, decided to hide the list picker. This way, the program itself will pick the list item. Clock I set to 15,000 milliseconds, and I unselected timer enabled. Now here in your blocks editor, I started with, well, this is the completed project, but I'll show you how I did it. Under definitions, I took the variable, and under lists, I took call make a list. Now I named the variable, in this case, button images, and under list, these are the list of images here that correspond with the others. Now to start adding items to the list, I went to text, grabbed the text, and popped it in. You'll see another slot open, so I grabbed another text, popped it in, and I just labeled them as I needed them. Set that aside. Next I need a screen initialize. This, when the screen first opens up, it'll start this process. So you grab one of those, and you grab clock 1 timer enabled, that's under clock. This will start the clock to count down to 15 seconds. So I grabbed that, and then under logic, I took true, and I put that there. Now on the clock timer, what this does, every 15 seconds, or I should say I grabbed the clock timer thing first. Alright. Then I took the button image, and I did the set button image to. Next, under lists, pick random item. There we are. And now I need the list variable. This will be what listed was suggested or picked. So every 15 seconds, this clock timer will pick a list item at random. So I'll just move this aside and I'll show you how it looks. Make sure you start your emulator and connect to your device when you're ready. Here, every 15 seconds, the 15,000 milliseconds I set it to will rotate every 15 seconds, like I said, with an image. Now you don't have to use the clock, you can just use the screen initialize to set the button image, but it'll stay the same, it won't rotate. This way, you know, I like using the rotate because I usually use these types of snippets for, just to jazz it up, or for banner images. So just tune in next time for part 2. It'll be similar to part 2 on version 1, but I also will make another version, part 3 or version 3, that'll work really well, which I prefer, but you never know, you may need to take version 1 or 2 because of some reason, because, you know, sometimes different versions work better with different applications. So thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for part 2.